Good afternoon, my great subscribers. Hope you are doing well wherever you are watching me from. This is Josiah Maima channel, and Africa and Kenya are my business. First off, this issue of Senator Karen Nyamu and the teenage girl who was visiting Parliament has been in the media for the last 24 hours, 48 hours. As you know, many schools visit Kenyan Parliament. Our parliament is bicameral, that is the upper chamber and lower chambers. So the upper chambers house is the Senate, the lower house is the National Assembly. So the students had visited the Senate. So Senator Karen Nyamu made some crude remarks there about the young schoolgirl, and the senator was forced to apologize for it. But when you look at it, she did it reluctantly. She did not show any sense of remorse. She felt as if she was being targeted by the Madam Speaker. So that's why I'm saying nomination madness in Kenya. Nomination madness in Kenya. So back in the day, this is for the young Gen Zs, there were 210 constituencies whereby the voters would vote in their favorite candidates. Remember, back in the days, we had great members of parliament, female, Harriet Tingilu. You remember we had Wangare, the late Wangare Madai, Betty Tet, so many great female MPs. But they got into parliament through direct vote. However, with the creation of the new seats after the promulgation of the new constitution in the year 2010, things have changed. So these seats were created in order to empower women. So it was called affirmative action. So this Karen Nyamu was also a beneficiary of that. Pasaris also. Pasaris, the current women rep of Nairobi. But the sad thing is that we have reached a place where we're electing jokers, twilight girls, womanizers, husband snatchers, thieves, the worst of the worst. Who doesn't forget the fight that Pasaris had with the former governor of Nairobi, Mike Sonko? They were public, they were reported in the media. Until it reached a time the Uhuru government decided to take over the management of Nairobi County. So this was very unfortunate, because the voters of Nairobi their rights were infringed on. Because now what happened is that the government usurped the powers that we the voters had given the county government self-determination. You know, the Kenyan constitution at the preamble talks about the powers from the people. So this power we just delegate to the leaders so that they can provide good services, roads, medical care, security, legislation that protects the vulnerable. You can go on and on. But now, with this story of Nyamu, it shows that you have a big problem. And the big problem is that the people you are electing, they are more of socialites than even real leaders. So we should go back to the earlier constitution where we had 210 constituencies, and then maybe we have a Senate of 52 members only. We only need to have a few seats in the Senate, for even in the Parliament, lower chambers, for those are called what? Those are called the special seats for the disabled, because they need also to be represented. Therefore, the nomination madness in Kenya has to end, because now with this case of Nyamu and there are many others with other nominated MPs, it's like the Parliament, the Senate has become a comedy show where we elect jokers and then they go there and they do their funny things. Because in the past, if you are a legislature, you will be expected to do legislation, pass laws, and in other words, behave in a way that is befitting a leader. But we have seen of late, our nominated leaders, some of them are acting like crazy people. They do stunts until you wonder, how did we reach here? From electing great leaders, we are now disgracing the chambers of power. This is a big disgrace, because now if people cannot have etiquette, cannot act with grace as leaders. You know, when you are elected as a leader, there's a way you behave, there's a way you're supposed to carry yourself, because in leadership you carry yourself with dignity. In fact, the word is dignity. Most of these leaders have no dignity, self-respect. So we need to go back. They were saying about those 210 constituencies, 52 members of the Senate, maybe the counties remain 47. We elect a governor, and then our costs of running government will go down. We won't be having all this chaos. And sometimes I wonder myself, I'm to blame. We get distracted by things that glitter. People say whatever is glitters is not gold. We have this theory, face negotiation. All of us have faces. So like now, by electing jokers, it means we are showing our bad face, our negative face, because we are not being open with ourselves or truthful to ourselves. So when you have an open face, a positive face, it means that you accept the good things for yourself. But a negative face, it means we elect these people because we admire them, we want to be like them, on the basis of the face negotiation theory. We project ourselves. These leaders reveal our worst. But if we are putting positive face, then everything will be okay. So that's why I'm saying the nomination madness in Kenya has to end. So this is the Josiah Maima channel. If you have liked what I've talked about, please subscribe, share and like this video. Thank you.